And we'll get a microphone over to you. Let's start with Charlie here on the left.
I just wanted to ask about Lawson and what he's brought to this team from an energy standpoint at practice the last 4 years.
Lawson has been really amazing. Obviously, he's the go-to guy on our scout team. He's played a lot of different players in this league in non-conference, and he's done an outstanding job. He's been a solid leader. He works hard. He's another guy that communicates with me about a lot of little things that's happening with the team, just to keep me alert on certain aspects of the heartbeat of our team. So his leadership on and off the court has been exceptional.
Go to the second row in the middle, John.
Last time you guys played LSU on January 8th, LSU had 4 players that scored double-digit points. What's it like preparing your defense for such a well-rounded, spread-out offense?
Well, just no possessions off, and when they can, have 4 or 5 guys on the court that can all score the ball at a high level, you have to be in the stance. Your positioning's got to be good. You got to know the strengths and weaknesses of that player. But the main thing is if they miss the shot, they get such a high percentage of their missed shots back, and because they're so long with Reed and Bigsby Williams and those guys inside, and Williams, Emmett Williams coming off the bench, his physicality, they convert a lot of their missed shots. So it's not just guarding them initially, it's finishing your defense.
Front row, Kerry.
Coach, you touched on this briefly, but talking about Reed specifically, he's a true freshman, but he looks like an NBA guy athletically. What challenges does he specifically present to you on both ends?
Well, he's more than looks like an NBA guy. He is an NBA guy. His name's showing up on a lot of mock draft boards, and he's a kid that can easily be a one-and-done kid, and his size and length and athleticism, the way he runs the floor. These 2 big guys run the floor as a tandem, as any tandem in the league or in the country. But he can shoot the 3, finishes well with his left and right hand around the basket. I think the way these other guys, big guys, take a lot of pressure off him, sometimes you forget about it. So I just think we got to match his athleticism, and we better be ready to make physical contact without fouling, because if you don't, he'll expose you on the glass.
Far left, Tony.
You're 9-3 in games where Dante has a double-double. How big is he in a game like this with so many bigs?
Well, he's been really re-energized lately, specifically on the defensive end. He's covering more ground. He had one possession where I think he and the guard were going for a loose ball that was heading towards the sideline, and he basically flew in the stands trying to retrieve that ball. And his just energy and his focus has been good, and we've been trying to manage his reps in practice so that he can have a little bit more energy in the games, and he seemed to have responded. Even when he takes and makes his jump shot at the free throw line, whatever, we just have a lot of confidence in Dante Hall.
We have time for a couple more questions, if there are any. Let's start with Cecil here in the far right.
Coach, in the South Carolina game, it certainly seemed like y'all had done good job of focusing on one game instead of what you need to do over 3 or 4 games. Is the focus continue to be good in practice in terms of not looking for the postseason?
Right, we haven't even talked about it recently. We talked about it maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, but here recently it's all about the preparation. And we just don't want to have any extra pressure on the guys' shoulders. We had a ton of pressure coming into the Vanderbilt game. That's a no-win situation for us. We lose it at home, and then it turns into a 4-game losing streak. We win it, we're supposed to win it. And we needed to get back on the winning track. But I just think their focus has been really good at practice. It's been well documented that we've tried to streamline some of the things we've done in practice and prioritize and plan it better so that it gives us a better chance to have more success in the game. But we haven't really talked about it. Net ratings and tournament, they won't even hear that come out of our mouths today. They'll hear more about what we need to do to slow LSU down and what we need to do to be successful on both ends of the floor.
Anything else for Coach? All right, thank y'all.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.